This episode of Herm Schrader is proudly brought to you by Fox Factory Vehicles. Fox Factory Vehicles delivers the thrill with turnkey, hassle-free custom trucks and SUVs. Ready to take on the adventure, all while keeping their full factory warranty intact? Build and price your dream ride today at foxfactoryvehicles.com. Fox Factory Vehicles, where performance meets precision. Well, you know what's kind of wild? Now that we've got a great sponsor like Fox Factory Vehicles, we no longer go Herm Schrader on the Dirty Mo Media platform. So are we all in the middle of America? Well, Kenny, you're in your office. Charlie, you're home.
Mm-hmm.
We're home.
We're within a couple 100 miles of the middle of America.
We really are. Okay. Well, you made it simple on me. You didn't rough me up. I didn't expect that.
You did good.
Kenny Schrader. Charlie, we got to start including you in this because I follow you on social media. Kenny, what did you do over the weekend?
Little circles. Just ran around little circles. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Friday night. We were the first loser, just like you. I drove same car you drove everything same. I dropped steering wheel a little bit. Got it a little lower and used your seat cushion, used everything. And you run second to the same young man. I got to talk to him a little bit. Very nice, polite young man. Shy, quiet.
Yeah.
Fact is 14 didn't aggravate me at all. But run second to him. And then was the first loser again Saturday night.
Okay, I want to comment on both of your deals. First of all, that kid has the ability to go far. I don't know if you watched him while I was running second like you were, but he's got good entry. He arcs in good.
He's a good little racer.
He's a good little racer. Then on Saturday night, you run second, but you started 18th.
Yeah.
And buddy, you put on a show.
I was too careful at the start, worried about my car. I should have not worried about it as much at the start, but it don't make any difference. We run second. It was good. It was a good night. They had 34 cars, so we was excited.
Yeah.
And
34.
then we got back to shop and turned on Dirt Vision.
Wow.
And they were on, because of the rain delay at Fairbury, they were on the parade.
It's a great song. It's a great song.
they were on the parade lap at Fairbury because of rain delay up there, and we got to watch the whole Prairie Dirt Classic race on Dirt Vision.
You know what? Let me tell you what I did, and then let's go with Fairbury right away since you brought it up. It's a great subject. We got lots of NASCAR. Charlie, what did you do over the weekend?
First off, my wife Jess's birthday. Happy birthday. That was Friday. Unfortunately, our babysitter canceled on our dinner plans, but then we did Cardinals game Saturday night. Herm, I know you did Sunday. It was fun. Kids lasted about 2 innings outside. It was a nice wet heat. Everybody was dripping with sweat. And then Sunday was a quick little lake day. So good weekend.
What lake?
Innsbruck again. That's where we go pretty much every time.
I saw your social media. You did a small video of your kids. I love them. They're outgoing. They were dancing in the 703 Club. I like the 703 Club.
Luckily, I had a nice little hookup there because it's air conditioned, which is very clutch on a Saturday night in St. Louis in late July.
Yeah. So I know about that 703 Club because Jimmy Kite, the retired IndyCar racer, he got tickets for Billy Smith, and I went with them. And I like the 703 Club because it's not the big time Bank of America club where all the meat and everything is, but the 703 Club has nice, redneck food, tacos and just good stuff.
Shrimp cocktail. I had about 20 shrimp cocktails.
Kenny, 703 Club is after Albert Pujols' 703 home runs.
I was struggling there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I did like Kenny Schrader. We were Rusty Wallace all week. We were second I started fifth, and I could not pass Rick Knoyer. He was faster than me. I run second at Peevely. Attaboy to Kenny Schrader's. I'm the one going to say it. I'm going to say it. Kenny Schrader's old track people came into Peevely, and it was smooth as a baby's butt. And good job.
The Outlaws are coming for 2 nights this week. So Josh, has been doing a great job, but we just got behind on the track. Just lost control of the track a little bit, and he called in some reinforcements for help, and they made big gains.
Big gains. Wow. So Peevely was awesome. Then Sunday, our dear friend that came to see us race, Doug Schoenfeld, the owner of Schoenfeld Headers. I'm venturing to say they sell the most race car headers in America. I think that's pretty much truth. Doug had FedEx. He ships most everything FedEx. And so he had great FedEx suite tickets right behind home plate, up high. So thank you to Doug Schoenfeld and Missy. And all right, Kenny, you brought it up. Let's just go your lane right away before we get into NASCAR. Go ahead with the PDC, the Prairie Dirt Classic at Fairbury.
It's big. It's pretty cool. Was it the 30th or 35th or something? Prairie Dirt Classic. I don't know. I'm off my number. 78 or 80 late models, something. 3-day show, I think. Well, they ran Wednesday. They were off Thursday. They ran Friday, Saturday. Brian Shirley, who had never won it, World Outlaw full-time racer with the late model series, obviously, won it. The Illinois boys, Pierce and Shirley and Shepard and Dennis Erb got up there. Davenport was there the whole time. The Illinois boys shined at one of our Illinois, probably our showcase track. It's a good show. Lots and lots of people. Had a substantial rain delay, and it was like the feature starting basically around, I think it was around, 1 o'clock. And it was just a hell of a weekend to have. And then the neatest thing, and Brian Shirley won, hadn't won it. His wife's battling some health issues. He's pumped up, very emotional, should be. $500 a lap money. So he wins. He wins $50,000 for winning. Now this is a dirt race, quarter-mile track. And then gets $38,000 lap money.
Well, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. So then that's why you don't worry about saving tires. You're going. And then you go to the bank with the police escort with the race car, and you get. They do a lot of publicity shots at the bank, at the drive-through, which getting paid. Kyle Larson won it however many years ago, 3, 4, whatever. And they, this is the night before Michigan, I think it was then maybe. He's at the bank at 2 a.m. It's just I don't know of a track that has more community support than Fairbury does. It's just a good feeling.
Yeah, I got a couple things to say about Fairbury too. We had Brian Shirley. Charlie, we got lucky. Mm-hmm. We had his nickname was Squirrel, and we had him on Kenny Conversation. So we re-promoted it yesterday and put it up on social media to remind everybody that, hey, we had Squirrel, but I called him and pulled a Kenny Schrader, where we call our friends every once in a while, and he answered the phone surprisingly around 6, 7 at night. And last night, Sunday night.
I texted him Saturday night at 3:30. Just texting. Yeah. At 4:30, I got a response.
So I want to share our conversation. We talked a little bit, and he reminded me that, yeah, we don't rest on our success because they're going to Wilmot today.
Yeah.
And then up to Cedar Lake for a 3-day World of Outlaw show. But I said something to him, and he said something that I really liked. I said, this dirt racing is crazy, right? You think the summer nationals are lesser. So you go to a summer national race and you can't win it because Fager beats you or a local. But then you'll go back to a big World of Outlaw race or Lucas Oil race and you win. And he said this, and Kenny, I want to know what you think of this. Brian Shirley said, because of that, on any given night, a local can kick your butt. He said there's no meter in dirt race. And what he meant by that is any dirt track on any given night, a local is going to kick your ass. And what do you think of that? He said there's no meter.
Well, I don't think there is in racing.
A good point.
Big time. It's not just dirt racing. Okay. Bubba's been, switching gears. Same difference though. Bubba's been on the cut line all year, bouncing back and forth and back and forth. But to see Bubba win, is anybody shocked? No. Bubba's always, one of the cars. He's one of those cars. It's a big group of cars, but he's one of those cars that can win. And like they did.
What an awesome segue. And I'll put Fairbury to bed like this. They just got it going on. They started that thing, like you said, Kenny, at 1 a.m. And I don't think 20 people left. And Michael Rigsby from Flow, they are so emotional. I mean, sometimes they start crying. Yeah. They love the racetrack so much. And, we had Michael on Kenny conversation. I said, what is your fascination with Fairbury? My dad raced here. I mean, the emotion for Fairbury is through the roof.
There's never a bigger track than the track you grew up going to.
Oh, man. You couldn't have said it any better.
That's it.
That's it, ain't it? Okay. You did a good job on that segue. Here's what I got wrote down. I'm going to have you respond on this. We're going NASCAR now, everybody. We're going to the Brickyard. I'm going to put it simply. Bubba Wallace lines up multiple times next to Kyle Larson, multiple restarts, and wins the Brickyard 400. Take it away, Schrader.
Okay. I watched most all the race, but I was in and out. But I sure watched all the end. And I saw with however many to go, Bubba's got a 4-second lead, maybe 10 to go, 4.5. And Kyle's coming. I don't know if it's going to be enough, And then gaining a couple tenths a lap, or even 4 tenths a lap or whatever, and passing are way two different things. And then the yellow's out, and I real quick look and I say, oh, it must be weather, because, talk about weather the whole race. And I think NASCAR did a great job again, just like they did at Dover, of, all right, we don't have many laps left, but it's going to stop and we're going to finish this damn thing. We're going to let them race. And, Bubba lined up, Chase is leading points. Kyle's won how many races. But Bubba lined up against what's perceived as, one of the best, in the Cup Series. And I say I think he's the best racer overall, but in the Cup Series, one of the best, because that big group can win. But he lines up against one of the best and had a little bit of lead after them last 2 laps, 2 restarts, I think it was. But it was great. The thing that I really liked about the race is seeing all the drivers, what they acknowledged when they were passing him. And then I was listening Sirius this morning. They were talking about something someone had a clip of all the drivers that went to victory lane to
I saw it.
congratulate. So that just shows. Hey, you don't go to victory lane to congratulate an asshole you don't like.
Couldn't say it any better.
Yeah.
I gave my take on Coffee with Kenny this morning, and Bubba Wallace is a lightning rod. He got something set on his doorstep at Talladega so many years ago that I don't think was fair. He didn't ask for it. And I would not want to have been in his position where it gets set on his doorstep. He don't ask for it. And then the angry mob came at him. But, well, go ahead.
Neatest thing, he was holding up that trophy on front straightaway, but that trophy was his little boy. You see that when he went out there and held up his little boy? That was cool.
He gave a master class on a victory lane interview because he set him up. Bubba set him up. Here we are in a live moment. And Bubba looks at him and goes, how many races has it been since I won?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, 1, 2, 3.
Said been 100. He said, no, it's 0.
0.
Yeah, been 100 races since you won. No, it's 0.
Kenny, he stole that from you. That's how witty you are.
It was neat. He just earned it, man. He did it.
He didn't rebel. He set him up.
The team did it. And he definitely a big part of the team, but the team did it.
Yeah. And then, like you said, the victory lane, they set him up again. They're like, you've been through so much. You've been through hardship. As you look back, he goes, I've got the best life, man. I'm winning every day in life. I'm like, damn. Is there an earpiece in his ear? Because he just kept coming back with winning comments. Charlie, what about you you worked for Channel 2. You did the sports every night for a long time. What did you think of his master class? He just kept winning in every one of his comments.
Yeah, I also saw on Twitter, because that's the running joke, is Bubba hasn't won in forever, 100 races. And then somebody obviously sarcastically put, Bubba hasn't won a race in 3 minutes. And Bubba Wallace quote tweeted it. Yeah, I thought it was great. I think what Schrader said, it really did stick out, because we all know that Bubba has a lot of people online. I manage the comments. There's a lot of fans that don't like Bubba. I was very struck by the fact that it seemed like almost all the drivers were very happy that he won. I thought that was cool.
They sure showed it.
Well, listen, Kenny, I want to put this in your ballpark. You and I, and especially you're a huge Dave Blaney fan, and his son is Ryan. Ryan's a great kid. And him and Bubba Wallace have been friends since childhood. They make music together. I mean, when you see all the drivers, like you said, I mean, the fans are missing it on Bubba, because of the drama that happened. He's a good kid. I've met him. He's so nice.
Yeah. Now, he won the race. He deserved the race. He did great. Third Cup win.
Yeah.
How many years Bubba been there? I mean, he's been there a while now, but it's friggin' harder than it used to be. It's harder. But there's third Cup win, and he's with a younger team. There's no telling what they can accomplish. Now, not switching subjects, and we'll never know, but I'd be curious to know how much less money that race paid to win as an unchartered team.
It is in my notes.
Okay.
It is in my notes. Okay. Listen, this is just fun. This is Herm Schrader. Yeah. So I saw that and I put it in my notes. But I do want to say Bubba did say, listen, with all the noise. So his team, Michael Jordan, 2311, they're suing NASCAR. It's been going on. Think about how strong he had to be mentally. Going into the Brickyard, like you said, not a charter team, doesn't get any of the money. Now I'm going to take a shot at it.
Yeah.
You straighten me out.
They still get paid.
Yeah.
You know, they just
and his spotter said, listen, winning the Brickyard, we get massive bonuses in every way. So let's just for shits and grins. Let's say it paid $1 million to win, which maybe it did, but let's just use an even number. Let's say it paid $1 million to win. They might only got 300,000 is what I'm saying. How far off do you think I am on that?
I don't know. I don't know. You're not way off.
So
I mean, it might be. I'd say 4 to 5, but whatever. It doesn't make any difference. They got the trophy, and they got their sponsors in Victory Lane on national TV, and everybody's happy.
Kenny, you can't believe how many reads I've made.
Chumba
Casino, Charlie. I'd say Chumba Casino 24/7. And when the race was over, I'm like, oh my God, that I forgot. You know, that's the sponsor. They sponsor us. They sponsor Herm Schrader. I say the reads when we get off Herm Schrader, and then they put them on. So if you're listening to Dirty Mo podcast, Herm Schrader, you know, Chumba Casino, and thankfully we got a handful of sponsors for Herm Schrader. So I guess they're going to get a bonus. But anyway, we just thought we'd bring it up for all of you. And I'm glad you did bring it up, Kenny, because I did see that.
Couple big time leaders, both Penske cars. Austin Cindric,
yeah,
and Logano,
yeah,
both had left rear tire issues. Now, is it a coincidence that they both had left rear tire problems and they both were going real fast?
I'm going to be controversial because I've been around my big brother, Rusty. Rusty loves low air pressure more than anybody. And I think their engineers go, look, you know, Goodyear says don't go below 20. Let's go to 12. 9 times out of 10, that's what happens always at like Kansas. The first practice session, everybody's blowing tires. You know, that's what happened to, what was it? Ross Chastain. He came back and won with his backup car. Mm-hmm. But that low air pressure makes speed. But buddy, you're jacking with disaster.
Yeah, it makes speed for the long run.
You got to get there. Yeah. So I'm saying that's 9 times out of 10 when team members blow tires constantly like that. I could be wrong, and it's fine for everybody at Penske to correct me, but that's usually what it is super low air pressure, maybe a pound or two lower than your competitors, you know. Okay, let's move forward. Kenny, I'm going to set you up with this one. Chase Briscoe, he did not have a good finish, but boy, here's a guy that's turned it around. Indiana native. He back-to-back second place finishes. And then he sets quick time. You know, he doesn't have a good finish, but, you know, he gets a lot of congratulatory. What is going on there, Kenny? I mean, he's on a roll right now, Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, you got to answer that. I don't know. You know, he's been there for, you know, a little over half a year now, and he's fitting into the organization, and he's definitely got talent, and the team's got speed, so they're just all coming together. I don't know, but that's what I'd have to think.
I'm going to agree with you. I think he's comfortable in his own shoes. Now, that's you know, it's like Brother Rusty said. He goes, you know, they asked me to come drive for Junior Johnson, but he said that meant I would have been taken over for Darrell Waltrip. And he ended up going to Blue Max. And I said, wow, what a story, you know, because Rusty thought if I go take over for Darrell Waltrip, I'm never going to win this one. And Chase Briscoe taking over for Martin Truex. And I think he's finally comfortable. I agree with that. And as I look at the rundowns here, let's stay on this. Finally, this Catherine Legge flat ass outruns Chase Briscoe. She outruns Shane Van Gisbergen, and she outruns Cole Custer. Ty Gibbs. Now, she outruns these drivers straight up. Straight up.
She outrun over half the field.
She finished 17th.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, say whatever you want. She did it. You know, was no massive 15-car wrecks or anything. She just finished ahead of them.
Yeah.
So she did good.
And I'm like you. I'm trying to figure out what else to say about it, but boy, she had to. Here's what I got to say. She had to overcome a lot of battery. They were beating her up so bad because she was in some junky equipment there for a while, getting run over.
I mean, it was like Jeff Gordon said. You know, I told you a couple weeks ago. He looked around. He was the only one in the car, and she's the one getting it done.
Yeah.
So she did good.
I got to tell you, Charlie, I don't know if you listened, but I got up early this morning and I was scrolling, trying to learn, and I brought a little here. Because of the rain delay, guys, she's thanking everybody, but she's got a commercial flight, and I guess she cut it close. She goes, guys, thank you. Thank you so much. But like you and me, Kenny, she says, thank you all, but I can't stay around. I got to go. And I guess her husband or spotter says, well, yes, we have to go now.
The plane doesn't care. I mean, a commercial plane doesn't care who finished where and what you know, we're leaving.
Yeah, she said, grab my bag to her, whoever it was. Yeah, so I just brought back great memories of me and you, Kenny, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, except I would leave your ass.
You did one time. Go ahead.
Running. We were, I forget where it was, but we
Michigan,
were running.
Maybe.
Yeah, you were running out to the runway. We were on the taxiway, and you were running out there so we were in line, but probably, you know, wasn't up to FAA regulations that you're running out to the runway, climbing in the plane. But it's like, hey, that we're leaving. If you're not there, you're not there.
Yeah. So I just thought it was neat. She loves my team, but we got to go, boys. And you know, she's big time, but she's taking a commercial airliner. So just for the heck of it, guys, we do have the ability every once in a while to tell you the rundown. Bubba Wallace wins it. Kyle Larson second. Denny Hamlin third. Ryan Preece, Kenny fourth.
Good run there.
Keselowski,
well, he's coming off that win in Cletus's
Stafford.
Yeah, Crown Vics or whatever. So, you know, that experience probably helped him.
You know, I'm really glad we are giving this rundown because I am a little pleasantly happy here. Keselowski fifth, and he did make a positive statement because we're gaining guys. So his team are RFK fourth and fifth, Ryan Preece and Keselowski. But listen to this one. Todd Gilliland sixth. Ryan Blaney seventh, Christopher Bell eighth, Alex Bowman ninth, and finally he finishes Carson Hocevar 10th. As you know, Fox Factory Vehicles is our great partner that meets top-tier performances with factory-backed reliability. Their fully custom turnkey trucks and SUVs are built to dominate any terrain, track, or trail, or anywhere in between. No waiting on builds, just pure, ready-to-roll power right off the lot, with full factory warranty included. That always amazes me. I've taken mine all across the country while going racing, and it hasn't flinched because with Fox, there's no limit. And I always tell everybody all the time, Kenny, man, you know, it comes with a hitch that'll haul it. Yeah, the hitch. I mean, my God, I just hooked my race car trailer up, and it was not gonna rip the frame off.
Can you get those supercharged?
Oh, it's coming.
Okay. Oh, we weren't there yet? Okay. All right.
But here we are. You want to feel the rush of Level Up with their available supercharged models and unleash serious horsepower. You're in the driver's seat. Head to foxfactoryvehicles.com to build and price your dream ride. Available through authorized dealerships nationwide. Fox Factory Vehicles delivers the thrill, precision, and performance you've been chasing. All right. we're winding it down before we get to NASCAR news. Ty Gibbs stops Ty Dillon's Cinderella story. Ty Gibbs won the $1 million.
Yeah, I saw he was going to give $10,000 to Ty Dillon's favorite charity. 10,000 of the million.
Hey, you're good with math. What percentage is that?
Oh, it's not. Well, 100,000 would be 10%. It's 1%, right?
Yeah. I know for a fact. Well, no, I don't know for a fact. I know for a fact that if Ty Dillon's team, if Colleague, okay, Ty Dillon drives for Colleague, if he would have won the $1 million, Ty would have not. He was not going to get any of it. This is what somebody as close as you can get told me. So I wonder if Coach is going to give his grandson some of that million. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. It was a neat little promotion. I didn't understand it at the start, which is fine. But it was something to play with, something to keep track of.
Charlie, back in our day, back at me, Kenny Schrader and myself's day, they put it in the newspaper what you won. Do you think? Well, both of you. Do both of you think Ty Gibb with the $1 million in-season challenge? Do you think that's more than the winner of the race?
Well, since Bubba's non-chartered, probably for sure.
Oh,
for this one.
Yeah,
oh!
but wait a minute. Wait a minute. That $1 million is over 5 races.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so divided. But great storyline.
It's $1 million friggin' dollars. You know?
Yeah.
It's a hell of a bonus. I just
200,000 a race.
Hopefully, was it 5 races? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully, whoever put it up just felt they got the benefit of it.
Yeah. It was kind of like Prime. Prime did the Earnhardt special. So Prime said, okay, we're going to be your 5 races and we're going to air Earnhardt, which was on Prime. Well, TNT said, okay, we're TNT. We're going to put up $1 million. So it's like each network was promoting their network.
It's great. That's by promoting their network, they're promoting our sport. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So congratulations to Ty Gibb, $1 million winner. And Charlie, you de-bullshitted it. He definitely won more money than Bubba. Well, maybe, we don't know.
Okay, let me bring this up. I don't know where we are in your notes. So, Indy crowd.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's go back.
Good point.
And I don't know the number. Is it 300 or something? 300,000?
Charlie.
When it's full, and we've had it full before. And we've seen better crowds this year than, we've seen crowd attendance gaining. And I think we saw Indy gain from the last times they were there. And we don't know what that number is, but if you put 60 or 70 in there, it doesn't look like anybody. And then before you got on the air, Charlie was telling me about going to the baseball games, and they were weak. And I don't know what yesterday's was like for you, Kenny. What was that game? How was
horrible?
The crowd there? Okay,
horrible compared to the past. But you keep going here. I got a little bit to say.
I'm just okay. You say it, because I don't think yesterday, and you see no one in grandstands, and then you see some people here, which obviously they had parts open and closed, because we're going to hear a lot of nobody went and watched. Well, that's not true.
So here's where I'm at. People say Alabama football sold out, and I said 6 games a year. 6 games. Okay, what is it, Charlie? 12 games, 6 at home?
Yeah, the big schools usually get more home games. They probably have at most 8 home games, probably 7.
Yeah. Okay. Then somebody said, the NHL is packed. I said, 17,000 people. So you tend to, as we grow older and we try to be a little smarter, we de-bullshit this all a little bit. Fairbury was packed. 7,000 people.
Yeah.
It was exciting. It was exciting.
Packed is packed, and you get the same enthusiasm whether you're in the middle of 100,000 people or in the middle of 10,000 people. Packed is packed.
Right. Now, I totally admit, everybody admits, Ben Kennedy on Kenny Conversation, everybody admits it is not even a story anymore. NASCAR, the glory days are gone.
They're not here right now. They're not here right now. They're not here right now. We don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
They're not here right now.
So
they're good. They're better, but they're not like it was.
Charlie, what do you got for numbers?
Okay, first of all, Cardinals. I looked at the 2 games, the one I went to and you went to. Cardinals, Saturday, Sunday were like 25,000, 26,000. And remember, that's tickets sold of a ballpark that I think the most ever is maybe 48,000, but there was not 25,000 or 26,000 people there. There was way less than that. And
Season
then Indy,
tickets.
Yeah, that's sold. Indy, I'm seeing capacity is, I believe, 257,000 permanent seats. It is where are we at? 257,325, but it can get to 400,000 with the infield and all that.
You just really helped me out a lot because I knew that, but we tend to forget it, don't we, Kenny? 250,000 seats, but that infield, wow.
Yeah. It's big.
So my controversial take, our society has changed so much. I thought to myself, I used to sit at the TV, and I don't know if you did, but I used to sit at the TV, that box TV. I was born in, 60s, 1963. Can you imagine in the day if we would have had a 72-inch TV? I mean, it just seems like sports are geared for TV now. If you would have said in the 1960s, hey, NASCAR, we'll give you $8 billion for a 7-year contract. Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, they're making sports to where they're training you to watch it on TV. That is my controversial take. I know it doesn't sound good, but it's 100-degree in Indy, 100-degree at Granite City, like we brought up a couple weeks ago. Man, it's just a different world out there nowadays. So that's just my take on the crowd. I think we all did a good job on, the way it is.
All right.
Okay.
What's next on your list?
Okay. We still got a couple more to go with NASCAR. We're done with the race. Let's put it that way. Denny Hamlin signs a multiple-year extension with Joe Gibbs Racing.
Why would Denny not sign, and why would Coach not want him there?
He gets sponsors.
They've proven and proven and proven what they can do. They've done everything except the one check for the championship, and he can do that. That's really hard to do. And even when you put yourself in that Final Four position, you got to get it done that day, but he's more than capable.
And the other thing is that FedEx, the sponsor, was with him forever, and they just finally said, okay, we've made, like UPS, them, then UPS might be official, whatever, partner of NASCAR. But as
M&Ms.
I'm scrolling, yeah,
M&Ms.
they got out.
Finally. I mean, it's just like, okay, we're going to do something else. Not that it was bad, not that it wasn't good. It's just we're going to make a change.
So when I look at scroll social media on 6/8 of 25, Denny Hamlin won Michigan with Yahoo as the sponsor. Then on 5/1 of 25, he wins Martinsville with Progressive. I'm sure also, I'm going to add something in there. Coach Joe keeps him because sponsors love Denny Hamlin. So he's winning. They get sponsors. Man, that sounds like a dream deal to me.
They need to be together.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. We're done with that, but we're still in NASCAR. We didn't talk about this, Kenny. After we did Herm Schrader, NASCAR announced that next year, don't know the date yet, schedule's going to come out soon. NASCAR is going to the Coronado Naval Base right there in San Diego. They said that, they're going to go past 2 carriers. They call them cities on the sea. It's going to have a hell of a backdrop.
They announced the date. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. Didn't they, Charlie?
Let me look.
They announced. I saw a logo with date on it. And man, you talk about a neat promotional commercial. Have you seen that one?
Yes.
With the drivers and but that's got to be simple compared to going into a downtown and making a racetrack. They're going to a big old area. They got a lot to work with. Got to be simpler. I mean, we see it at, where was it? Indy went for years? Cleveland?
Yeah.
And ran the Burke something airport. So, yeah, I think it'd be neat.
Here's to me, and I know, we just, all of us giving information here. It's hard to remember it all, but where NASCAR hit a home run is they got the U.S. government behind this, the Navy. They're going to celebrate 250 years. 250 years. I mean, how just, when people want to trash NASCAR, it's like Big Brother Rusty says, look, I got information that you all don't know about. And I think people forget about that one, Kenny and Charlie. I mean, they got the U.S. government involved celebrating 250 years, and the Navy, Coronado, did the commercials with them.
Yeah,
Jeez.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty big.
Pretty cool.
It's June 19th, 20th, 21st. So 21st is the Cup race.
Good
All
stuff.
3 series.
Yeah.
I'm sure the truck guys are thrilled.
So, Kenny, I'm just doing this for everybody listening right now. Why is NASCAR focused on this type of racing? Street course, Coliseum.
I would say it's just new market.
Yeah. San Diego.
Market. Yeah. New market. Be trick.
And the people that try to split hairs, my friends, the people that live in San Diego, they de-bullshitted all this. They're like, oh man, it's beautiful here. Our weather's always great, and that's a beautiful area. Of course, the mean-spirited people, it's not in San Diego. No, it's right there. That's all. It's there. I guess the Coronado is a part of a peninsula, Charlie.
Yeah, I've actually been there one time because I covered the Rams versus the Chargers back in the day, and I went over to Coronado. It's absolutely beautiful, just beautiful beaches.
It's high dower area, very high. Got a Hotel Del there, which is beautiful. It's all wood. I don't know when it was built. Google that, Charlie. Hotel Del. That is old building. I used to drive for Hank and Rosemary Green, who lived out there. Went out and visited them, and he said that was going to be the damnedest bonfire when it ever went up. But it's a beautiful area.
It's a good thing, everybody's the way we look at it. We have PMA, positive mental attitude. We like it. Okay, switching gears. the Xfinity series. The reason I'm bringing it up is because we had incredible storylines. Usually we just give a shout out to the Xfinity series. There were three, Kenny, for Earnhardt. The big three, I'll give them to you. Larson's trying to win the race. He gets loose under his teammate and kind of wrecks them both somewhat, But
wrecks him or kind of wrecks him because Larson still finished decent.
Yeah. So,
good.
Kyle Larson underneath Allgaier gets loose, and while he's loose and losing it, he takes out Justin. Makes Justin lose the race.
What lap was this?
10 to go, Charlie?
Let me find it. Yeah.
Okay, here's my question to you. You drove for Mr. H. We love Dale Jr. We know that's Junior Motorsports, but we know that's a collaboration. What did Mr. H say about you teammates racing each other?
Don't wreck one another. Ricky Rudd and I wrecked each other one time at Martinsville for the lead, halfway through the race, maybe a little bit further. And I just came up to pass him, I think, or if he was passing me, whatever. I know that I didn't try to wreck him. And I'm damn sure that he didn't try to wreck me. But we had a hell of a wreck.
Yeah.
Broke the back straightaway wall, or the inside wall. Killed both cars. And we had Monday meeting, and nobody was really mad. Everybody was mad, but nobody was mad at somebody else.
Yeah.
And sometimes stuff just happens. You get loose underneath somebody, which can happen, but you don't say, hey, I'm going to just go easier here because I might get loose. You run as hard as you can and hope you save it if you get loose. It happens, and that's part of having multiple cars.
Yeah, I got nothing to add to that because you were there. It doesn't get any bigger than what you just said. So, however, number 2.
That was 14 to go, by the way. 14 to go.
Okay.
Thank you, Charlie.
So he took him out of contention. He didn't not keep him from winning. I mean, yes, it kept him from winning, but it's not like we were coming off turn 4 with a lead.
As you would say, hickey Justin's car up.
Yeah.
Number 2. However, and this is the punchline. This is my Kenny Schrader punchline. However, the other teammate, Connor Zilich, wins it. And here's the thing. He is officially, that is his 3rd win in a row, 5th of the year, 6th of his career. He just turned 19, and he is the ball of the party.
You said it. I mean, there's no telling how far he can go.
Yeah. And finally, number 3 for Earnhardt. Austin Hill wearing white gloves. Turns left after Aric Almirola kind of gets him loose. Austin saves it. The gloves show him going left. NASCAR says, we're holding you 5 laps for reckless driving.
All right. There's only one person, only one, that knows what happened there.
Yeah.
And that's Austin.
Yep.
I watched that thing. I didn't get to see the race Saturday, but I watched that replay 4 or 5 times, which reminds me, don't friggin' wear white gloves.
Right.
I got Carl Edwards in deep trouble at Atlanta with Keselowski. But you said Aric kind of got him loose.
Yeah, he was up his ass good.
Austin, that thing tail wagged like 3 times. Austin did a great job of just saving it. And then he did turn left because the friggin' turn was there.
Yeah.
You just got to turn left, even if you're in that outside lane. Now, did he or did he wreck him? if I was in a jury and I'm looking at that evidence, which is the video, I could not convict him. I could
Because the
not.
corner was coming up.
The friggin' turn was coming up, and he's just saved his ass from 3 big wiggles. And if you're gonna wreck somebody, you're not gonna take yourself. Someone with Austin's talent, he's not gonna wreck himself too. So I could never convict him of wrecking him.
I said on Coffee with Kenny, I said, what's going to get Austin in more trouble was he motherfucking NASCAR up and down on the radio, mercifully.
No, he won't. He's not the first one. He's not the first one. He won't be the last. It's amazing how good they are at listening, though.
Charlie, will that be difficult? Will that be difficult to beep out what I just said?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know what? The F word, the S word, it's all the same, one little bleep.
Man, Austin, they said, Austin, NASCAR's holding us 5 laps. And buddy, he went Rusty Wallace on him. On that. It was fun. It was like, oh, wow. Okay. Now this is just funny because we all know how close Richard Childress is to NASCAR. Richard Childress, our buddy, you know, if we were drinking right now with Richard, we'd be going, Richard, that was funny what you said. He said, NASCAR does not like us because we are a blue collar team.
I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't see that. And it's definitely not a blue collar team in the Xfinity series.
All right. Good stuff. Guys, jokes. I mean, that's where we're at. Charlie, what do you got?
All right, here we go. First of all, always got to tell people about the merch line, all the hats, shirts, hoodies, and all that. Visit shop.dirtymomedia.com to check out all of the stuff. And here we go. What does a baby computer call his father? What does a baby computer call his father?
God, I should know this.
Data. Data. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
My friend was showing me his tool shed and pointed to a ladder. That's my step ladder, he said. I never knew my real ladder.
Good
Not
stuff.
bad. Okay. What do you call a Frenchman wearing sandals? What do you call a Frenchman wearing sandals? Philippe flop. Is that a flip flop? Philippe flop.
I had a crew chief named Philippe Lopez
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Which days are the strongest? Which days of the week are the strongest? Saturday and Sunday. The rest are weekdays.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is from Twitter. Not a listener, but I saw this joke on Twitter and I thought it was funny, so I screenshotted it. This is from the old salty Marine. He says, been married 52 years, but I still carry my wife's picture in my wallet. Whenever I face difficulties in life, I take out my wallet and stare at her picture. And it comforts me, knowing that if I survive being married to this psycho, I can survive anything.
Ooh.
Okay, Kenny, Charlie, I've got something to add in. Kenny, one of your best friends in life, Phil Bissonette.
Yeah.
Yes. Phil texted me this. So hello, Phil. Phil's a great guy. Here's his joke. Now you got to add, the voice to it. So here we go.
Well, add the voice.
Well, yeah. Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd break into a distillery. Bugs turns to Elmer and says, "Is this whiskey?" Elmer says, "Yeah, but not as whiskey as robbing a bank."
I like it.
You know what I mean? You got to add the voice to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
Whiskey.
That was good stuff. I tell you what, this show is not an hour and 20 minutes, but I've got friends that say, hey, them hour shows are really good. Okay, Kenny, we got
When we
4
started,
minutes.
weren't we supposed to be like 45 minutes to an hour and 15 or something? I mean, there was no
45 minimum. That's the minimum.
45
Yeah.
minimum.
We could go for 4 hours if you guys want to.
I got a lot of work to do today.
Yeah. Okay. What are you doing? We're getting rhythm finally. What are you doing this weekend?
Well, working in the shop all week, and World Outlaws are I-55 Friday,
Big
Saturday.
deal.
Yeah, the Ironman race, huge. It's on dirt vision for anybody that doesn't go out there. But I'm gonna try to find some place to race Friday. I got narrowed down to about 10 or 12 tracks right now.
God, I love that.
And well, yeah, you'll like this. I mean, I really do have it narrowed down. It is exactly for sure. Watchet, Peevely, go to Lincoln, Illinois, Poplar Bluff, Lakeside, Kansas, Lucas Oil Speedway, Lebanon Midway, Monette, Granite, or US 36. So, I mean, definitely we're going to race Friday. Don't know about Saturday, but I'm jealous of your today plans.
Yeah. Thank you. So it was my wife's idea, and my wife was talking to Kenny Schrader at Peevely on Saturday, and I said, Kim, tell Kenny Schrader what you dreamed up. So, I mean, in just 10 minutes or 15 minutes from now, we're getting on the trike. We are loaded up, and we are going to Wisconsin Dells to see her family. You know, the Dells is a lot like a playground, like Myrtle Beach. And they leave Milwaukee. Kim's family leaves Milwaukee. They go an hour up to the Dells. And we're going to go up there. And Kim's got margarita mixes, and her sister's already up there, and she added all. So, yeah.
Take some mosquito spray, I was told.
Yeah, okay.
I told
we
mosquitoes were big.
Then Kim said, let's come back home Thursday so you can race. I said,
Going
you're
to
really
Granite?
nice.
Going to
Granite on Friday, Highland on Saturday,
Ooh.
Quincy on Sunday. Now, here's why. Because Kenny Schrader and myself, we compare because I got a couple weeks coming up where I'm going to go back to work. I got to do Bristol, Trackside Live, Promised Big Brother. I'm going to Sturgis. So I got a couple weeks ahead of me that are not favorable. So I'm going to get my racing in while I can.
Going to Sturgis and going to Bristol, not favorable.
Well, that means
What
I can't
the hell?
race. But, yeah.
You just don't get to race, but they're.
Kenny, I got to tell you, if you take away Volusia, okay, I ran Nick's car down there 9 races with Sunoco on it and all my sponsors. My car, with all these rainouts right now, we're headed into August. I've ran 20 races.
Right.
That's it.
But
so
you're turning in to which just drives me crazy. You're turning into that weekly show guy because I have a problem with this guy. So I've got him by the helmet, yelling at him at the scales because I don't like the way he raced me.
Yeah.
Am I, or did I miss something?
Trevor Neville is an asshole. And he deserves an ass chewing because that was the 4th time he ran into me. And he has pissed everybody off in dirt racing. 5 years ago, I'm going down the back straightaway at Granite, and I could look at him, and he's turning left on me, running me into the Euchre Tower, getting into 3. And I'm like, well, maybe let it go. Restart at Peoria. Now, I know Peoria is tight. Coming, to the restart on turn 4, runs me right into the wall. Okay, at this time, I'm like, we're having a talk. So then, I realize nobody likes Trevor because he wrecks everybody. Good race car driver. Father fights all his battles. And then were at Peevely last week for the Mars race, and I'm on the outside trying to take the lead, and just body slams the hell out of me, caves my whole door in. That's not a problem. I give him a break again. I'm like, well, he hit a rut. This is the third time. Now I'm cleanly passing him, coming to the checker, and he turns left and just flattens my right rear bead lock, and I make it to the checkered flag. And at that time, I'm like, you know what? If I let this kid keep running into me and I don't say nothing to him, I think he's abusing me. So, yeah, I got over to Scales and I said, you know what? I'm just going to shut my motor off and go have a talk with him. And I'm not a tough guy. I'm the runt of the litter, but he's littler than me.
Oh, you got an advantage then.
So,
How old is he?
in his mid-20s,
Okay.
But
Okay, he's old enough.
he's a man, but he just wrecks the hell out of everybody. And he don't even know what he's doing. I told one of my guys, I said, really, he might have depth perception. He might have, he sits low in that car. I don't think he can see sometimes. He runs into so many people. I mean, nobody likes him. Nobody. I told his dad that. I said, nobody in this pit area likes you. And he's like, no, only you elite guys. I'm like, I said, first of all, how embarrassing. You're over here fighting your son's battle. Get your boy over here. So that's the whole story.
Yeah, I didn't mean to bring up any sore spots. I just wanted to hear the
started
story.
it.
I just wanted to hear this. I just wanted to hear the story again.
You know what I do? I save every Herm Schrader. I don't know why I do it. I just think, and I file it away. And
Yeah,
at the end of every
10 years, you can throw that away too.
Ain't that something? That is the truth. Okay, everybody. Number 3. Here we go. I'm excited about this. Big thanks to our sponsor, Fox Factory Vehicles, for powering today's episode of Herm Schrader. We appreciate their continued partnership with me and Dirty Mo Media. Fox Factory Vehicles delivers the thrill. Turnkey, hassle-free custom trucks and SUVs are built to dominate any terrain, all while a full factory warranty. Do you want power? Go supercharged. Build yours today at foxfactoryvehicles.com, where performance meets precision.
Your Dodge is stout. That's
It
a
really
stout
is.
truck.
Okay, everybody. Am I getting better at? I'm trying so hard to.
You did
Am I
great.
doing better?
You did great.
You're doing fantastic. Yes, you are.
I'm way better, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're good, Trevor. I mean,
Hey! Until the next Herm Schrader. We'll see you next time, everybody.
bye, guys.
See ya.